The first 2 years of our relationship, it was normal. It was amazing, actually. When I first met him, I thought he was going to be the person that I was going to marry. And I had no idea that it would turn into where it is today. The fights that we had went from normal fights that any couple has to then verbal abuse. I definitely didn't think I was a victim.
There was a lot of magic coming to America. I never had a father in my Russian life. Never even knew my dad. And here was a man that rescued me from the orphanage, that brought me away from somewhere where I didn't have to fight for my life anymore. So, on a regular day, he invited me to their master bedroom. He asked me a question, "Do you love me?" And then his hand reached into my private parts. And by the time I'm 13 years old, it's happening every day.
A lot of victims have never been victims of a crime before, so they have a lot of questions about the criminal justice process. We are the Victim Services Unit. We are a program of the Santa Clara County District Attorney's Office. We help victims of all violent crimes. There's two parts to the program. One part is the advocacy side and the other is the compensation. Our role as victim advocates is really to make sure that they are well informed and educated enough to decide their level of engagement in the process.
For the healing process, we look to provide them support through the Victim Compensation Program, getting them hooked up with community-based resources for counseling needs, support groups. For those agencies that sometimes they need that emergency assistance, we have shelters and other support people that we can rely on in the community that we can refer to them.
And it was in that moment where I was like, she gets me. It felt so good to be with somebody that could navigate those notions for me, because I was already navigating so much of my personal struggles and my personal battles.
Allison did way more than I could have ever imagined.
My advocates and my claims staff are right there with those victims, sometimes for years. Just being able to see somebody thrive in the wake of victimization, it doesn't happen all the time. There's a long road between the old normal and the new normal in the wake of victimization. But when we can see them get to a place of empowerment, that is the goal, and that's the success.